Hi, in this Power Apps tutorial for beginners, you will learn how to create your first app from scratch, quick and easy. Let's get started. Okay, I'm here logged into Power Apps. If you don't have an account yet, watch the other videos here in the channel to learn how to get one. Once you are logged into Power Apps, this is what you will see. Here in the middle, there is Copilot. Copilot is Microsoft AI technology to help you build apps. You can describe here what you want and it will help you to create it. Here at the top right corner there are the environments. When I click here I can see the environments that are available for me and the one that I am logged into now. And here on the left side there is the menu where there are several options. The home option where I am now. There's create where you can create apps. There's the apps to see the apps that you created. Tables to see the tables that you have, and all of the other options. The app that we are going to build now is an app to store contacts information. First thing that we will do is to create a table to store our data. You can use many different data sources when creating a Power Apps application. Excel, SharePoint, SQL Server, and many others. In this example, we will use a Dataverse table. Okay, so let's create our table. I'm going to click on Tables. Then here you can see all of the tables that come with Dataverse. To create our first table, let's click New Table, then Add Columns and Data. Now let's give a name to our table. Let's call it Table My Contact. It automatically adds the plural name for it. Let's click Save. And then here on the columns, let's change the name of the first column. So let's call it Name. The data type, you can select among several different data types. If you click here, you're going to see there's text, number, date and time, lookup, choice, currency, and many others. We're going to click Update. Then we are going to add a new one. Let's call it City, Save, and State. Save. Now let's add some data to our table. So I'm going to say first contact is Pat Jones from San Francisco, California. Okay, now that we have the data for our table, let's click Create, and the table will be created. Okay, the table is here, and you'll see that Dataverse also added 18 more columns. If you click here, you're going to see that besides the ones that we created, there is all of these other columns like created by, created on, modified by. These are standard columns that are created by Dataverse. Now to create our app, click Create. Then here you're going to see several options of apps that you can create. In this tutorial, we're going to choose a blank app and a blank canvas app. Click Create. Then on App Name field, type the name of your app. Let's call it My Contacts App and click Create. Okay, first thing that we're going to do is to insert a rectangle here at the top. In the menu, the Insert menu, you can see that you can insert several different controls. So there's a text label, edit form, text input, gallery, rectangle, and there are many different options that you can choose. So I'm going to position the rectangle here at the top, resize it. Okay. Then I'm going to add a text label, position it to the center. let's change the color of that text label to a different color to make it easier to see. So I'm gonna make it white, and I'm gonna also change the size. Let's change it to, let's say, 40. Okay, and the text, it's gonna be called My Contacts App. Let's resize it as well and center it. And there we have it, My Contacts App. Now let's display the names of the contacts in our app. To do that, let's insert a gallery. Click Insert, Vertical Gallery. Okay, let's choose the data source for our gallery. So I'm gonna write table My Contacts. It's here. I'm gonna click that, and I'm gonna resize it. You see here the names already, but it's too small. Let's change that. So I'm gonna click here on the name of the first contact. Let's make it 22, and I'm gonna click here on the name of the city. Let's make it 18. See, it's better to see now. Okay, nice. You can zoom here, makes it easier to see. Another thing to note here is that you can click on the control and it will be highlighted here on the tree view. It's the gallery that is selected at the moment. If I select, let's say, subtitle 2, it's going to select here automatically on the screen. If I select label 1, it's going to select label 1 on the screen. Sometimes it's harder to find and to be able to select the element directly on the screen. So you can easily go here on the tree view to select it. Now let's add a form to be able to update the data of our contacts. To do that, click Insert, Edit Form. Select the data source, Table My Contacts. Then let's reposition it. Okay, so let's do some design changes now. First, I'm going to remove this. Okay. Then let's do some resizing here. I'm going to resize this to here and this one to here. Let's change the font size. So I'm going to click here and change this to 16. Let's change this to 16. And do the same thing with the others. Now we would like to display the data here on these fields of the selected item on the left. To do that, we select the form here. Then we go to Advanced option and go to the, let's see here, item property. And then on the item property, you type gallery 2 dot selected. See that it already highlighted gallery 2, and then we click enter, and it displays here Pat Jones, California, San Francisco already. Okay, nice. Another way that you can do this is by clicking here and selecting the property that you want to update, in this case item, and then here on the formula bar, you type the formula that you want. In this case, gallery 2 selected, which is the exact same information that we have here. Now let's preview our app. Click here. See that the form displays the data according to what we change here on the left side. We pick Sarah, and Sarah's data is displayed on the form. Okay, let's change one thing here in our app. In the state field, instead of having a field that you type the name of the state, we want it to be a drop-down that we can select the state. To do that, we're going to connect this field to a table where the states are stored. So let's create that table. Click back, leave the app, click tables, new table, add columns and data. Let's edit the name of the table. Let's call it state, states in the plural. Click save. Column, let's call it state, update. Okay. Let's add just 3 states: California, Texas. Okay, create. Our new table is available with the 3 states that we created. Back to our app, we're going to change the state field. So let's first remove this field from here. I'm going to click that. I need to unlock it, and then I can remove it. It shows an error here. That's okay. We're going to fix that. So now let's insert, let's see here, input, drop down. Okay, so we inserted here the drop down. Let's resize it. So I'm gonna move the drop down here below, resize it to the width of the other ones. But let's fix this error here. I'm gonna click the error, click edit in formula bar. The error here is that it is referencing the name of the field that we removed. So we need to change to the new field. So let's click here and see how it's called, drop down 1. So let's click on the error again and let's change it to drop down 1 dot selected text dot value. Okay, so see, the error is gone. Now let's see the next error. Edit in formula bar. This we can remove. Now we need to update the data source of the drop-down control. To do that, we click here on the drop-down control, and then we go to Advanced, and we go to Items, and here we need to reference the table. And the table is called, the table is not here yet. So what we need to do is to add that table. So let's click here, States, here. Okay, now the states table is here. We can reference on items, states. Once we do that, the state information is updated in the drop-down. See, the state California is already showing here. Now, let's change the size of that. So let's click Properties, and let's find here font size. Let's make it 16 also. Let's preview our app. Click here. All right. So now if we click here on state, you can see that all of the states from our states table are being displayed on a nice drop down. Now let's change the names. I'm going to go to Sarah. I'm going to go to Dave. It's changing the name, it's changing the city, but the state is not changing. So let's fix that. Click the drop down. Then go to, let's find here, go to the default property. Let's say that the default property is parent.default. Now let's run it again. And if we change the name, it already updates here as well. Now let's add a save button to be able to update the data in our contacts app. Click Insert, then go to Bottom, Let's drag the button here. Let's change the button text to save. Let's make it bigger, like this. Okay. And then to update the data in the data source, just click Save and change here the value of the onSelect property of the button. And the value that needs to be informed here is submit form. And then you select here the name of the form, which is form 4 in our case. Let's run the app again. Okay, let's update Dave's name to Dave S. I'm gonna change state to California. And city, let's change the city to San Diego. Okay, now I'm gonna click Save. And let's see the result. If we click Sarah and go back to Dave, Dave S updated correctly. It changed to California and it changed to San Diego.